Hey guys, Professor Bell, Comic Book University, and yeah, we've had an interesting San Diego Comic-Con stuff with all the stuff, right? All the stuff for San Diego Comic-Con. Wow, jeez. So anyway, hey guys, how's everybody doing? I see a whole bunch of stuff in here. Let's see, see what we got in here. We got, I just saw Ghost Skittle. I'm seeing Cryptid. The Eye of Agamotto is here. Paul is here. Mark Guerrero is here. Oh, hi, Mark. I didn't hit her. I swear I did not hit her. I swear. And who else is here? Just guys. I've been looking at what's in the thing. Brevin, what's up, Brevin Campbell? Santo Blando, what's going on, dude? Welcome. Vincent Franklin, hey, what's going on, dude? Is this the first podcast that you're joining? Because we talk a little bit in the comments. Red Black Can, what's going on, man? Wow, you're actually like early, dude. I'm expecting like in another hour you'll be like, hey, am I late? yes, you would be. Anyway, what's going on, guys? Oh, geez, I'm sorry, Mark. Every member of the Fantastic Four ever will be in issue number 3. Ever? Oh, wait, so Wolverine... Yes, that would make sense. Okay, that about makes a good time. Awesome. Let's see. Professor Bill in chat, did you see they were talking about the cast of Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. at the Comic-Con and calling Fitz grandpa? That's funny. You know, I haven't actually been watching it. My wife and the kids. Hey, what's up, Sue-Ann? My wife and kids actually went out to their parents' house, to her parents' house, my wife's parents' house. They're like, oh yeah, we'll be gone for like 24 hours. Like, could you make it 48? Like, okay, I guess we can make it 48. And then my sister's coming on Monday. It's like, you want to make it 36? She's like, well, we'll think about 36. I'm just like, let's just keep going. Let's keep going, just because I need to get some work done. You know what I'm saying? I need to get all these stories done and whatnot. I've got, like with all the trailers that just came out, dude, I'm glad that Captain Marvel was like the second or third, I think it was the second Explained in a Minute character I ever did. I just put out Typhoid Mary. Yeah, R.I.P. John Schnepp. What's up, Dick? Yeah, sorry, man. Lobo will be in Krypton Season 2. What? Okay, Eye of Agamotto. That's why I got to put out a Lobo. 10 things about Lobo. Jeez. So, Def Rocker, what's up? Yes, I saw those trailers. I posted those trailers in my, what do you call it? The Facebook page, Comic Book University Facebook page, where everybody can just throw stuff in there. Those were awesome. That one, Billy Batson, I'm pretty sure was wearing an Aquaman shirt in the Shazam trailer. I'm pretty sure. So, also I saw you guys talking about the, what do you call it? The Godzilla trailer. So I jumped on, I was like, well, Godzilla came out? Okay, let me check that out. So they got King Ghidorah in there. They got Rodan. I wonder if there'll be 2, like in the original Rodan. Because that was like the coolest part. It's like, it's a giant pterodactyl dinosaur with wings thing. What's the most messed up part? There's actually 2. Yeah, that was crazy. So, no, Paula, Lobo is not your main man. He's the main man. Get it right. So, anyway, I saw that trailer. And so I got to do a 10 things about Lobo. I got all the Aquaman characters for the most part. What are the Aquaman characters that I'm doing? I've got the thing here. So I'm planning on doing Aquaman himself. He's planning on doing Black Manta, Mera, and Ocean Master. I don't know yet if I should do some of the other characters or not. Like, should I do Vulko? Should I do what the heck? Because what's his name is playing Vulko? The Green Goblin, for crying out loud, Willem Dafoe. He's playing that, so I'm wondering, like, should I do that? And then who's the other guy with the? He had his hand cut off and he replaced it with not the pre-New 52 Aquaman. What the heck was that dude's name? Crap. I know his name. Anyway, that guy, I know he's going to be in it. So, yeah. Oh yeah, thoughts on the Three Jokers. I'm glad that they're finally doing something with the Three Jokers. And I knew they were going to do a Shazam comic book. I mean, that's just, like, duh. They've gotta. I've been saying for a long time they've gotta. But I was like, you know what? It's fine. Because when the movie comes out, they're definitely going to revive the comic book. He'll come out of nowhere like Martian Manhunter was just like, I've been in the Dark Universe doing a bunch of stuff. Thoughts on Marvel Legends? Oh yeah, there was a bunch of the white boxes of the Marvel Legends, and Typhoid Mary is one of them. Yay! I think I'll be getting her. But as far as getting there's the big Venom Build-A-Figure. I've got this Venom, which I'm very pleased with. I don't know where this came from. He appears to be a little bit dusty, but I'm fine with that. And he's missing a couple little things potentially, but like he does he's just with the heads, and the heads can go like the heads can pop out, and like I'm totally happy with this one. I don't need an extra one, so I'll get Typhoid Mary, but I don't really need any of the other stuff that they're offering. What else? Iron Lad will be in Jerry Duggan's Infinity Wars. I'm not the biggest fan of Iron Lad. Like, it is what it is, man. Yeah, go Skittle. Me too. I read Thor 3. I'm not even going to bother doing a review. Somebody new to the channel asked me, hey, you going to review Thor 3? It was really good. I'm like, I don't think it was. And with me, if I don't have anything nice to say, I've got nothing to say at all. And, oh my God, did anybody else notice on the... I got a celebrity. I get good celebrities all the time, but it's very rare to get a jackass celebrity. Captain Cummings showed up on my The Life of Captain Marvel review. That was interesting. Made two little comments on there. One was his own comment. One was commenting on someone else's comics. It's funny. There are two people who never once commented on my channel before, and I've never seen them show up in my subscribed list before. And they say, unsubbing for being spiteful. Unsubbing for... Shut up, man. You're never subbed. Go away. Nobody needs you here, dude. But as far as Captain Cummings, like, wow, dude is slumming. The dude is seriously slumming. The guy's got 4 times the amount of subs that I've got, and it's only 4 times because he lost a whole bunch because he went after Mr. Ethan Van Sciver. Guys, I'm going to say something really mean right now, okay? I'm going to say something that I'm not particularly proud of, but whatever. Just, it is what it is. A lot of people ask me why I stopped doing... yeah, I saw that, Dick. Just like, I'm not going to comment. A lot of people ask me why I stopped reviewing Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. And I gave a baloney excuse. I was just like, oh, well, I don't like the Darkhawks. I don't have any problem with the Darkhawks whatsoever. They're Darkhawks, the Dark Stars. I don't really have that much of a problem with the Dark Stars. I said that only because in issue number 48, I think it was, Ethan Van Sciver did the art in there. And I just, like, you know what? The guy's got amazing art. I can't deny the guy's got amazing art. But I've gone and I've looked at his Comic Pro Secrets Facebook, YouTube group before, and I've seen, like, he's a very spiteful person. And I'm sorry, like, look, here's the right wing. Let me explain the right wing. We are strong, we say mean things, and don't you dare... And I've got plenty of things to say about the left wing, okay? They are a bunch of snowflakes who are constantly hurt over every little thing that doesn't mean anything. It's like, this has nothing to do with you, but you're offended for somebody else. It's the way to be. Offended is the new black. Like red is the new black, blue is the new black. Here, offended is the new black. But on the right wing, you just got a bunch of people, they don't like facts. God forbid, facts are kryptonite to them. You know what I'm saying? And just like, oh my God, it's painful. So this guy, he's one of those far right wingers. He's got the meanest things in the world to say. I watched his video with Mark Waid and his video with Dan Slott. Nicest guy in the world right there, because he doesn't want to burn his cookies. You know what I'm saying? But any other time, he's mean as heck. I can't remember the name of her right now. I'm trying to recall it and I can't. But the girl, the Asian girl who was in The Last Jedi, The Force Returns, The Force Awakens, whatever, the most recent Star Wars movie, prior to Solo. She did, what do you call it? whatever. Like, a lot of people didn't like her in the movie. Okay, that's fine. I didn't have any problem with her in the movie whatsoever. Zero, zilch, nada, nothing. Big fat goose egg. I had no problem with her in the movie. She didn't, boom, explode. Yeah, he did. He made some, and I'd go either way with that, Def Rocker. He made a Sinestro book called My Struggle, which in German is Mein Kampf, and I think that's the first book that Hitler ever wrote. Hitler actually wrote 2 books. I never read his second book, but I read his first. I read his main book, Mein Kampf, just to know them. Like, it was a high school thing. I was like, let me just learn what this stuff is. They couldn't make it a summer reading, but my history teacher suggested. Actually, it was my 12th grade history teacher. And she recommended reading it just to, know thy enemy. You know what I'm saying? That sort of thing. And I'm glad that I did, because I could see what true fascism looks like. Anyway, I don't think that he was making that to propagate, anything like Mein Kampf. That kind of is what Sinestro represents. So I thought that was a great idea to do that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't actually read that Sinestro book. I never read that story. But calling it that makes perfect sense for somebody like Sinestro to do something like that. Yeah, I could see him aligning himself with a Hitler, Mussolini type any day of the week. But as far as his personal politics, I don't know enough about his personal politics. But as far as the way that he acts, like, I saw him buy 3 different figures for that one girl. I can't remember what her name is, for crying out loud. But she was bullied offline, and he goes and he starts saying things. He starts, oh, I'm a completely useless person, and just like, this is spiteful. This is mean. This makes no sense. Why are you sitting here doing something like this? This is ridiculous. And then what he constantly always does all the time is he says, I see his Twitter stuff once in a while. I don't follow him or anything, but I see he's always like, oh, die. Just go die. Kill yourself. Stuff like that. As a veteran who I've known someone who killed himself once before, but he wasn't a veteran. He was actually a junior high friend of mine. We kept in touch, but apparently not that much in touch. And then I found out, oh, he killed himself. Wow, that was messed up. Kelly Marie Tran, thank you. Thank you, Suan. Just, you know what? Like, anyway, a friend of mine actually committed suicide by hanging. It was messed up. You know what I'm saying? But as far as soldiers, I don't know personally any soldiers who did commit suicide. But I'm not the type of person who will listen to, like, somebody say something and just, oh, yeah, I got someplace to go. No, I will stop. I will actually listen. I am a very empathetic person. I will listen to someone's story. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they're a close friend. Like, I will stop. I will put my hand on their shoulder. I will listen to them. And I've heard plenty of stories about guys talking about, I was thinking about doing, like, there's one story. I sat up cleaning my pistol the whole night, thinking to myself, how easy it would be to just put the gun in my mouth. Like, I've heard a guy sat there, I talked to the guy, listening to the guy tell me the story, and all I could do was just go on, like, listen to him, suicide's a messed up thing. Now, I'm not offended for people who have, because he wasn't talking to those people, but I will say, like, he's a very, Why did I say about the right wing? The guy's name is Ethan. No disrespect to people named Ethan, but Ethan is not a very strong name, is it? I look at Ethan Van Sciver, and he's a very fat, pudgy, kind of goofy little guy. Now, I've got nothing against people who are fat. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, no problem whatsoever. But when you kind of have this air about you, like, right wing, we're strong, but this guy's pudgy and pokey and, Pillsbury, yeah, not impressed. I've seen this guy's face. He doesn't have the face of a fighter who could bust somebody's teeth in. No, he's got a very soft, pudgy face with little, red lips that he looks like a freaking little, just jackass. You know what I'm saying? If I saw this guy in real life and I didn't know that he was a comic book person, and we were back in high school when I was a little bit of a meaner person, yeah, I would kind of walk away from this guy. If he walked up, hey, you want to be my friend? I'm like, get away from me, jackass. What's the matter with you? I'd think that he was hitting on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy, he's a little fruitcake, but he acts like he's a tough guy because he's online. But meanwhile, when he's talking face-to-face on Skype with people who he actually works with, like Mark Waid and Dan Slott, the pussification of this moron, like, it's just, he's a little bit of a loser. He's a little, I can't even say, because, like, he's very successful. He's extremely talented, but his personality is the craps. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy's a punk. This guy's an absolute punk. I can't see this guy winning in a fist fight, to save his life. And it's not that I relish things like that, but when you have somebody who acts like that, but then you look at him and you're like, you? It's just... So I stopped reading Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern Corps, because he came on the comic book. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to say bad things. And now after I seen this Kelly Marie Tran video and whatnot, I'm like, you know what? F this guy. Well, it turns out Captain Cummings went and did the exact same thing. F this guy. He apparently went and I went to his channel to look. I was like, I've never actually seen a video by this guy. And he's bald and he's a skinny little guy. And I know that he was in the army. So was I. You know what I'm saying? I imagine he was in the infantry. I know I was. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how long he was in. I was in for 6 years. You know what I'm saying? But he looks like the kind of guy. Look, we're very blunt in the military, and when you're an infantry soldier, we say this all the time. This is a no joke kind of thing. 80% of the people, 80% of the soldiers who are on the field are simply there to take a bullet. They're there to take a bullet for somebody who knows better. You know what I'm saying? There are people who are very well trained, and I was not a ranger, although I hung out with rangers all the time, and I actually held knife fighting and hand-to-hand classes for rangers, specifically for rangers. You know what I'm saying? So I got into the martial arts. I got into all that good stuff, in the military. This guy he's skinny, he's gangly, he's gawky, he's got a little big head thing going where he wears a toque. He wears a toque. Is this guy? I thought this guy was American. He's wearing a Canadian toque. Like, what's up with that? Like, what does he think he is, an aviator or something like that? So I see this gangly little guy with his whiny little voice, and I think to myself, you want to make a comment? You want to, really? He says, get a haircut, hippie. Too young to be a hippie, too old to be a hipster, and too impatient to put up with that nonsense. So, F you. F you very much, sir. And, literally. Go away, dude. I'm going to get into a freaking spat on YouTube with you in the comments section. Get out of here, man. Go away. Grow up. So, yeah, what do you call it? So, anyway, that was that. The comments just stopped. Everybody's watching me go on a tirade. Yeah, the X-Men Black looks pretty good. All I saw was the cover, but so that means that in X-Men Blue, Magneto's going to survive his little foray. That's interesting. Which means he's also probably going to survive Extinction, which should be interesting also. Extinction is going to be done by Ed Brisson. Ed Brisson is one of those writers where I trust to do pretty much anything. Whatever this guy's going to write, I trust that he's going to do a really good job at it. He's going to make the characters come alive, and we're going to believe these characters. They're going to be characters who, there's going to be that nostalgia there. When he writes Sabretooth, I believe that's Sabretooth from back in the day, not this recent 6 years or so version of Sabretooth who's just always getting punked out and pushed around. Let's see, the DCEU will be revived by you know what? It's too early to make those kinds of predictions. I'm hoping that it will be. I mean, James Wan doing Aquaman, I'm hoping that he is going to do stuff. James Hayes, what's going on? Is he known for his Twitter wars? Yeah. Like I said he's slumming because he's coming to me. I've got a quarter of his subscribers, so he's trying to punch down. Bring the noise, Junior. You want to yell into the vacuum, go ahead. But as far as the DCEU being revived by Aquaman and Shazam, one can only hope. You know what I'm saying? One can genuinely only hope. I'm looking forward to see... Yeah, hey, Keith Campbell. I have seen the trailer for Shazam. I don't think it's horrible. I think that it's different. Oh, Suzanne. I always say Suzanne. It's not Z. Where's my local stuff? If you look in your local comic books, what do we have here? Where's a Marvel? Here's a Marvel comic book. The Extinction event. They're talking about it all the time. What, last page? Usually. Anyway, Extinction. There, here we go. Extermination. Sorry, not Extinction. Extermination. So here it is. Extermination. The tagline is "Eliminate the past, eliminate the future." August 2018. So next month, you're actually going to have a whole bunch of good guys and bad guys getting into it with each other. And essentially, it's going to determine the future of what's his face, the 5 time lost X-Men. You know what I'm saying? So the X kids. So that's good because I kind of want something to be done with these guys. What did I get here? Oh, I know what I got. So I just got an auction where I won a bunch of stuff. Power Pack issue number 1, the original. X-Men Brown with the skid marks. Hey, William Dublin, what's going on? So I got Power Pack number 1. I've got my the other 9 on the way. So the first 10 Power Pack issues. I got Excalibur number 1. That's awesome. This is a very key component comic book to have. Check this out. Man of Steel issue number 1, right? This is number 1. You know what you're looking at right here? This is the very first variant cover that was ever made for a comic book. Then Marvel got their hands on it and just wrecked it. So that right there, that is the very first variant cover ever made. I need to find a backboard for that. Look at this. Glossy 2. Punisher 2099 issue number 1. Okay, here's for Marvel, Tarzan first appearance in Marvel. Tarzan issue number 1. Oops, got a couple of Alpha Flights here. Excuse me, got a bunch of Alpha Flights here. I got the first annual for Alpha Flight. I got issue number 19, which is the first appearance of Talisman. And I got issue number 90. I can't remember what was so important about this. Maybe it was just the price. It was a good price, but got that. And then what else did I get here? I got, here's another Alpha Flight. Let me put these away. I got Alpha Flight issue number 56. But dang, right there. Issue number 56. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think this is the issue where they show, or maybe it's the issue before this, darn it, where they show Sasquatch becoming white. He becomes white like a Wendigo. Red Black King, you have that Punisher also. Nice. Yeah, the 2099 series is awesome. X-Men Turquoise. Turquoise I've always associated with the Native Americans, so that would be interesting. And may X-Men Turquoise please be led by Danny Moonstar. She's one of my favorite X-Men of all time, with or without her powers. But I kind of like her better with her powers. Anyway, Incredible Hulk number 377, first appearance of Professor Hulk. Not exactly everybody's favorite, but it's still a first. Oh, I got issue number 2. I already got issue number 1. Got issue number 2 of Millennium. Once I capture all of these, I will be doing a spotlight on story for the Millennium series. Oh, wait, what's this? It looks like issue number 3 of Millennium. And yes, guys, I also got issue number 4. I've got one of the crossover issues. Excuse me, I've got 2 of the crossover issues. A Superman one and a Batman one. So I'm almost completely caught up with all the Millennium issues. Okay, issue number 131 of Marvel Team Up featuring Spider-Man and Frogman, which is the first appearance of Marvel's White Rabbit. I've got, this is one of the first appearances of the Captain in Thor, issue number 390. The Captain being Steve Rogers down there before he took on the U.S. Agent adage. Okay, and what I got here is issue number 1 of Thor, where he comes back after the Secret War, not the Secret Wars, the Civil War, the Marvel Civil War. Issue number 2, and the main Chadad here. Issue number 3. This is the one where he rips off Tony Stark's faceplate and says, "You mess with me again, and son, you're gonna learn the difference between a man in an iron suit and a god of thunder." Like my absolute favorite Thor moment ever. So yeah, because Thor should just be that guy who you can't beat. Sorry, no, you can't beat. In my opinion, he's really Marvel's Superman. You know what I'm saying? James Hayes, Doom 2099, yes, is my favorite comic series of all time. Can't find a shop with good quality back issues in stock to finish my collection, though. That was such an amazing story, and I was reading that when it first came out. Like, when that first came out, I started reading it, and when they're sitting there like, oh, yeah, I'm Doom, and I'm going to kick your butt, and I'm not ready for the future. I was like, oh, my God. I've never seen Doom punked out before, but that makes perfect sense. So we had to make the new suit, which is updated. Yeah, that was kind of freaking awesome. Was the White Sasquatch Snowbird? Did she? Huh. Yes, Vision is going to be getting his own series, Sean. What? Oh, yeah, Dick Fillmore, what was the comment? Yeah, I think Red Black Cane made the comment, and I saw it retracted. I didn't see the actual comment. Anyway, what was the X-Men Brown comment? Darn it. Was it about skid marks? So, Bill, listen, Vision will get a 6-issue mini written by the person who did Mockingbird. The person who did Mockingbird? Didn't Hawkeye do Mockingbird? Like, they were married. And am I thinking of the wrong use of the verbiage? But, what do you call it? Blah, 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 blah. Thoughts on Priest Spider Force. If Priest is doing something, then cool. I'm eager to read it. Especially since Kane, Red Black Kane, I don't know if you know this, Kane is actually going to be on that Spider Force. So Christopher Priest, the guy who made, like a lot of people made Black Panther, but Christopher Priest is the guy who really yeah, that's right. He's going to be doing, and he also did Red Lion, currently doing Deathstroke. He's going to be doing a Spider Force comic book where the main character on there, the leader of the team, is going to be Kane. So that version of the Scarlet Spider. Jim Lee art on Alpha Flight. Yes, Dick Fillmore. That was the first issue of Jim Lee on art of, that was his first Jim Lee. Good. Nice one. Iceman's X-Men team, X-Men Rainbow. Oh, that's so wrong, man. Vision is getting an action figure. Vision's got lots of action figures. Let's see. It is Paula plus Viv and Sparky will be in it. Okay. Cool. Oh, the dog. Cool. Looking forward to it. They're going to kill Vision in the comics. Rumor says yes. Yeah, I kind of want to ask Jim Zub, but I don't want to be pushy. You know what I'm saying? So, man. Anyway, you know what? Maybe I can find a way to ask him without him, without like just saying, hey, so is Vision going to die in the comics? I think I can find a way to ask him so he can give me a hint that I can try and derive something from. Chelsea Kane will write Vision. Oh, Chelsea Kane is coming back. Okay. I like Chelsea Kane for the most part, and I'm really happy she is coming back to comics, but it does scare me a little bit because she kind of ruined Mockingbird for me. I have no problem with the cover for issue number 8, which was the final issue of her Mockingbird comic. I have absolutely zero problems with that whatsoever. I have no problems with, asking me about my feminist agenda because I'm not a snowflake. None of that stuff bothers me. I don't care. And again, I like feminism. Women should be able to do whatever men can do and shouldn't have people telling them no, just because they've got a vagina. Like, that's just silly to me. But what I will say is it was the inside of the book that bothered me. She kind of took away the idea that she was raped by the, not the Phantom Stranger. That would be one heck of a crossover. The Phantom Rider. So that version of s.h.i.e.l.d., I forget which version of s.h.i.e.l.d. that was. Was that Hamilton s.h.i.e.l.d.? Anyway, in the West Coast Avengers comic book, that was probably the greatest story that the West Coast Avengers ever came out with because it was just, oh my God, it was amazing. And yeah, it was really messed up because he mind controlled her and forced himself on her, and she couldn't say no. And then she allowed him. She didn't kill him, but she didn't help him when she could have helped him when he was falling off the edge of a cliff on a rainy night. So he wound up dying, and it's like, psh, oh well, you know what I'm saying? She let him go, and I can't blame her at all. But when she told Hawkeye about it, he was infuriated. It's like, that's not what we do. And he knew what happened to her, and he wasn't sympathetic. So Hawkeye was always a jerk, man. Hawkeye, like since his inception, since the first time he joined the Avengers, what was that, in issue number 16? He was always the jerk. You know what I'm saying? Quicksilver was the awesome character who was listening to Captain America. Hawkeye was the guy who was constantly giving a hard time. And it's like, shut up, dude. You shoot arrows. You know what I'm saying? Nobody liked Hawkeye when he first came out. And I held that for a really long time where it's like, I love to hate Hawkeye. Him and Tony Stark, they're the two characters I love to hate. You know what I'm saying? So that was easy to just continue hating her or hating him because he disrespected her that way. He divorced her because she allowed her rapist to die. I mean, oh God, I can think of far worse things to do. Anyway, so so what Chelsea Kane did was she came along and she took that away and she said, "Oh no, Hawkeye knows that I would never, Clint knows that I would never let anybody force me to do something I didn't want to do. I was never." You love to hate Batman? Wow, that's different. Yes, I did, and that review is coming out in 2 days on Monday, like they usually do. PA, Paula, but anyway, so she took that away and said that she wasn't mind controlled, that she did it willingly. She, instead of her being raped, she cheated on Clint. So I could see that what she was trying to do was give the idea that she made the choice and take away that traumatic experience from her. But that traumatic experience is what kind of defined her because she didn't cave during that experience back in the West Coast Avengers days. She didn't cave. She became stronger. She became more resolute. She became more of herself. She didn't need Hawkeye. She didn't need anyone. She was an island unto herself. She was a mountain unto herself. You know what I'm saying? A freaking raging volcano, which is like, bring the noise. You know what I'm saying? She knew who she was better than anybody else on that team. And like, I've always loved her character ever since. I love Mockingbird, Barbara Morse. She's an amazing character. And what Chelsea Kane did was she just made it, she had an affair and then lied about, the affair. And then what she did was she actually murdered her, the guy that she cheated with. So that's kind of messed up right there. So Chelsea, as far as I'm concerned, she really dropped the ball on that one, and not in the good Galileo way. She totally wrecked that. I could care less about that cover. You know what I'm saying? It's what happened inside the comic book that ruined the character for me. Like, well, not for me. I just ignore it. I act like that didn't happen. But it is what it is. As far as I'm concerned, that series only went to issue number 7. You know what I'm saying? Flash might be the most overrated hero. I hate saying that, but you're not wrong because they keep on making him so dumb. Tom King should get out of Batman. Maybe he should. Maybe he should. I always call Batman a Zorro Ogon Batman ripoff. Yeah. Bat ripoff. Ogon Bat? I don't know what Ogon Bat is. But yeah, he is a ripoff. Everybody's a ripoff of somebody else. Does anyone think Venom will meet Spider-Man? I say the symbiote could leave Eddie and he goes into withdrawal. Are you saying so you're saying in the movie? Hoping not, dude. Really hoping not. Mutant Massacre and Inferno are my favorite X-Men arcs. It's funny, Dick Fillmore, because those are my favorite X-Men story arcs also. Those were amazing to me. The Mutant Massacre was just superb. It was like, oh my God, they're really killing X-Men here. Sabretooth was a savage. He was just murdering people left and right. Thor got his arm broken in a very quick crossover there, and he lit everything on fire by, sending a tremendous bolt of electricity all throughout all of the sewers. That was crazy, burning all the bodies and killing the rest of the not just the Morlocks, the Marauders. Like that was crazy. And like when he pulled angel down, like when he was sacrificed. He had his, that was the initial reason why he lost his wings and eventually became the Horseman of Apocalypse, Death. That was, the whole thing was just so emotional. It was crazy. Inferno was insanity. It was pure insanity that should not have worked, but I was just young enough that it did work. I'm like, this is crazy. I love this. But the Morlock Massacre, the Mutant Massacre, was absurd. It was so like, oh my God, we just lost so many mutants here. You know what I'm saying? The Scarlet Witch wasn't the only one who got rid of a lot of mutants. Mr. Sinister, man, that, like, I said to myself, I said, they can never use Mr. Sinister again because they'll never make him live up to this amazing story arc that he just had. And I was right. No story has ever come close to what he did in that story arc. Def Rocker, what do you think of the SJW haters? Think comics and movies have an agenda. You know what's funny is they have an agenda, and you have to be smart and you have to know what an agenda actually means. They're trying to get a message across. They're trying to get a purpose across and convince you of certain things. Has anybody ever watched Diversity in Comics channel? Once in a while, I'll go over and I'll check out what he's doing lately, just to see if he learned a lesson and Iron Sheik got humbled, you know, sort of thing. But no, he still does the exact same videos he's always done. All right, guys, it's your boy Zach. I should be called Dick, but I know what that means, especially as I'm coughing so much. Anyway, so yeah, I'm reading this comic book, and it's got every single SJW trope you can imagine. Allow me to indoctrinate you in what SJW is, because, you know, I've got to do that every single time that I read a comic book so that you guys can start following my agenda. I don't mean agenda, but yeah, I mean agenda. So yeah, they do this and every SJW character does that. It's like, dude, shut your freaking mouth, you stupid pig dog. Like, just come on, dude. Seriously? Like, facts, all right? Like, nobody here is stupid. Well, apparently he's got a couple of subscribers. I don't know how many of them are stupid, but he's got plenty of stupid subscribers, all right? That they sit there and say, yeah, the Comics Authority pros, whatever the hell they call them, have an agenda. Meanwhile, he's clearly pushing an agenda. So, yeah, no, I'm not a fan of those guys. Just, it is what it is. Make no mistake, I don't like SJWs either, because I'm talking about that's the far left. They keep on pointing out to Antifa. There's like, what, 30 Antifa members total? And they're a bunch of little jackasses. Yeah, bye, morons. But as far as like the actual SJW guys, these are just the guys who they want to, here you go right here. This is going to be controversial. James Gunn, he said some very stupid things. It was also like 10 years ago, you know, saying something like that, whatever. It was like, 2011 or something like that. I think was the last time he said something like that. He was hired by Disney, and then like the next day in the lunchroom or something, whatever, he's saying things like, which would be the worst Disney character to get raped by? I think it'd be Goofy, because that would just be odd, but Sleepy, a case could be made for Sleepy also. That was one of the texts he wrote. Look, I don't know all the texts he wrote. If he wrote something a lot worse than that, and he like advocated rape, dude, the guy's a jackass. The guy's an absolute jackass for that. People can change, you know what I'm saying? But when he wrote that, he was being a jackass, you know? Either way, it's literally like, dude, what are you freaking thinking about right now? Why would you write something like that? That being said, okay, it's over. He was trying to be silly and he failed. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to act like a comedian, and he's not a comedian. He failed miserably. Does he deserve to lose his damn job over something like that? Look, again, I don't know what all the tweets were, but that particular tweet that I just, that's the one that I read, and I'm like, oh, wow, that's kind of messed up. Geez, seriously? But, yeah, if he advocated rape in any way, shape, or form, yeah. Like, it's one of those kind of things where, like, if he were working for Comic Book University, I would look at it as, yeah, even if he just wrote the thing today, I'd be like, yeah, okay, so James Gunn is an absolute jackass for saying something like that. James, please make sure that you separate yourself from Comic Book University when you say things like that. Let it be known that that is your own personal opinion. You absolutely do not represent Comic Book University in that regard. Now go make me a sandwich or whatever job I've got him doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, and if you are looking for a job, James Gunn, you can come and edit my videos, dude, because that's hard. That's hard work. All right. Anyway, yeah, that's messed up. It's messed up. But I don't know what else he did. Dick Fillmore, he could be president now. Okay, that's mean, but you're not wrong. Diversity in Comics has 82,000 subscribers, coughing in his lap and using a phone for vids, but comics aren't what he really talks about. Drama! Yeah, I hear you, but at the same time, he does have the comic book in his hand. And all he's doing is he's going around, you know, just saying the worst things imaginable. You know, he's saying the worst things imaginable about people, you know? Just there's a way to say you don't like something, and it doesn't have to be with name calling. That's the thing. You know what? When push comes to shove, the intelligent people understand what people like that are doing. You know what I'm saying? You're saying ridiculously rude, controversial things. You're trying to get a rise out of people. You do get a rise out of someone, and then you turn around. Oh, I'm a snowflake. Oh, he said something mean about me. Yeah, that sometimes happens. So just get over yourself. You know what? Eventually, he's going to lose all the oxygen in the room, and he's going to suffocate on his own coughing because, like, literally, we just have to get to the point where we stop talking about him. You know? Like honestly, there's no other reason why Captain Cummings would have come over to my channel and started that nonsense if he still had a huge fan base. And once your boy Zach, somebody's boy Zach, winds up losing his fan base too, because people are just like, yeah, you're boring, dude. Same old. Gamergate died. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to keep being angry like that, man. It's hard to keep being angry like that. The dark side of the force doesn't last for too long. You burn yourself out. But yeah, once he does burn himself out and people are bored with his same old dog and pony routine, his same old shtick, he's going to wind up coming over to my channel. I'm predicting it right now, and he's going to start some trash, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to ignore him because why is he worth my time? None of these people are worth my time. I've got nothing to gain positive from people like that. So, let's see, what do we have here? James Gunn firing was ABC Disney evening things up for the Roseanne cancellation. The Roseanne cancellation was something a little bit different. Yeah, that was something a little bit different. I thought she was white. Well, then why are you bringing up the whole Muslim Brotherhood thing when you know that she was born in Iran? We could talk to our base, but there are people who have the capability of thinking a thought all the way through, and I'm one of them, and no. Def Rocker, I watched DNC. He spoke about Kamala Khan as pushing out Islam. I don't know what pushing out Islam means. Like trying to propagate Islam? Good luck with that. You know what? That sounds like I knew this guy from Alabama, not from Alabama, from Arkansas, and he was telling, and he worked as a teacher. It was when I was teaching university. He was working as a high school teacher, and he was saying that the Muslims are trying to get Sharia law, he says. And I'm like, dude, I speak Arabic. Sharia means law. So you're saying law. That's like saying chai tea. Come on. But he's like, oh, they're trying to get it to, come over to Texas and to the United States. And it could happen because they could vote it in. Like, dude, come on. Most of the people who are coming over here from over there are trying to get away from the harsh, reality that's over there. So why would they try to bring that over here? Like, it just doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense. Your whole argument is flawed from the beginning. Come on, dude. Think. James Gunn shouldn't have been fired for something that happened 10 years ago. Nobody's the same they were 10 years ago. Mark Guerrero, it's a pretty good point. Again, I don't know the extent of his tweets, but for the most part, I have to agree. I don't think that the guy should have been fired. For what I know of him, I don't think he should have been fired. But again, I don't know the extent of his tweets. He might have said something completely like, wow, The jokes about kids made him look more like a pedophile in my book. Jeffrey Lane, I heard people saying that, but I didn't actually see those tweets. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm saying I didn't see them. So, and I don't really want to look for them. But yeah, if he actually made if he actually made things that like, there's no doubt he was making pedophilia, you know, kind of, like that's just disgusting. At the same time, maybe he could become a judge in Alabama. That's right, I went there. So, look up Roy Moore. So, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Yeah, his video, see more about drama in comics. Brevin Campbell, I have a lot of mixed feelings about IBN, the James Gunn ordeal. Wish Disney gave him a chance to fight it, but I get Disney's... Yeah, it is a big PR deal. That's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Disney has the right to, of course, get rid of who they're going to get rid of. But one of the most important things to remember is if you are super duper ridiculously filthy rich, you're probably donating to the Republicans anyway because you're looking for those tax breaks. What's his name? The one guy I thought would never do it. Tesla. What the heck is his name? Mark Cuban? No. The guy who did Tesla. Him. Why can't I remember his name? Elon Musk. There we go. Elon Musk donated to the Republican cause right around the time that the tax breaks were being pushed. These are tax breaks that people like you and I will never see. I'll never see that tax break. You know what I'm saying? In fact, our taxes are just going up, but it is what it is. Anyway, you know what? I want to just try and move away from the political stuff a little bit. But a little bit. A lot. So, let's see. Yeah, Joss Whedon is getting a Buffy reboot. That's awesome. Geez, there's somebody else who was mired in controversy. He looked guilty for deleting them. I saw the tweets. Yeah, the tweet and delete is a little bit ridiculous, but it is what it is. Namor on Avengers 9 cover was shown at ComicCon. He looks sexy as hell. Namor has been one of those guys that the way that he's drawn, it makes people question their sexuality. I could see that. Heck, it made Invisible Woman question her marriage. All right, I believe you, Jeffrey. I believe you. Young Justice has me hyped. Yeah, Young Justice looks good. Young Justice, I don't think they're going to be using the same actors, the same voice actors in Young Justice. If they are, pretty cool. If they are, they're also probably doing the original salaries for those guys. A lot of people always say, why would they cancel Young Justice? Why would they cancel Justice League? Why would they cancel this, that, and the other thing? The reason why they cancel... and Teen Titans, the original Teen Titans cartoon. The reason why they cancel those things is because people start asking for raises. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, dude. People ask for raises, and they're like, yeah, no, I'm not going to give you a raise. I would rather just simply fire you. You know what I'm saying? I would rather cancel the whole entire TV show. It means nothing to me. I'll make a new cartoon, and people will like that also. They'll clamor for this one, and maybe we'll bring it back. Maybe we won't. It is what it is. So that is, I can assure you, that is the reason. Like, as a guy, like I did my BSB, my Bachelor's of Science in Business, with a specialty in marketing. That's the reason why they cancel TV shows like that. The people always ask for more, and like you think about Friends. By the time that the final season of Friends came out and the final season of Seinfeld, the actors had all asked for $1 million each. Also, the first person who was in a TV show who got that was $1 million was Home Improvement. What's the guy's name? That guy, Tim Allen. Tim Allen himself, not everybody there, but Tim Allen himself was getting $1 million per episode. That was also for his final season. They're like, okay, yeah, we will negotiate. We'll allow you to negotiate for this $1 million. You guys, you know, Friends and Tim Allen and Seinfeld, you guys will get your $1 million for your last season. But then we're canceling the darn show because it's not worth it. A show will hit a high point and then it'll start to drop off. But since the show keeps on, you know, remaining and it's in syndication, they start asking for more money for the actual shows. The way to keep the show on TV is to not ask for more money in the shows, but rather to make sure that you're getting royalties for your for the syndication. That's where you really get money. I don't know if she's still alive, but the only actor from Gilligan's Island, some people in this chat are like, who? What? Mary Jane, whatever. Not the model, the regular girl who wore the Daisy Duke shorts with the ponytails. The especially hot one. She actually auditioned for the the Ginger role, but she didn't get it, so she got this one instead. While everybody else was asking for raises, she simply said, "No, I would like to get money for the royalties for when the show goes into syndication." So she still gets a check for that show being on Nick at Night and all the other stations that it's on. If she's alive, if she's not, then her foundation, her family gets that check. Every single time that show airs, she gets money. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's getting money for that show airing, even in syndication, even so reruns. You know what I'm saying? That's where the real money lies in. So people just have to be smarter about that. I want a good Fantastic Four movie. I can't wait. And now that Comcast fully pulled out, boom, we're good. We're going to get it. We're going to get that. Dick Film. I knew that Dick Film would know. And yeah, Marianne. Okay, thank you. I didn't remember if it was Marianne or Mary Jane. Marianne is greater than Ginger. Oh, definitely. Aggressive Relaxing. What's up, dude? Yay, live comic book you. My cursor was right there. There's so many giants in New York City right now. Deadpool's giant, Celestial Bodies, Havoc, Shut Up the Mole Man's guys, X-Men Gold, Rebo was fun. Aaron L. Colossal, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the channel. Just started following your channel this month. How long have you been doing this? Next month, exactly 1 month from now, it'll be 2 years. You should totally have all those subscribers from DNC. That guy's only hating on comics with a stupid bully voice. I find his voice very squeaky. So, yeah. They'll drop one of these days. Anyway, Vincent Franklin, Dawn Wells was Mary Ann. And Vincent Franklin, is Dawn Wells not just absolutely gorgeous, fine? Black and white or color, man. Oh my God. I'm not going to lie. I had a mad crush on her. You know what I'm saying? Back when I was too young to understand what a crush was, I was crushing on her. I thought she was gorgeous. F those Brady girls. You know what I'm saying? I liked Mary Ann. She was, oh my God, so gorgeous. By the time I was old enough to really know what a woman was, my first crush was actually Chitara from Thundercats. I'm just saying. So, Joe Fisher, what's up, dude? Welcome back. Oh, what's up here? Nico Rodriguez, thought on Morrison and Sharp's new Green Lantern book coming out soon. I just learned about that from Sean Sadrai, my Eye of Agamotto, recently. Oh, Black Bolt won an award, dude. That's freaking awesome. Good. That's why you're my eye. And yeah, let me get this thing ready right now. Ciao. Nope, this way. Bang. Okay, Twitter, activate. So, yeah, I don't know enough about it to actually talk about it. What do you call it? Grant Morrison's going to be on it, and Liam Sharp, who just got finished doing the last issue, the final issue just came out this week of The Brave and the Bold, Batman and Wonder Woman, which is just one of the most beautiful comic books imaginable. So seeing these two working together, I'm hoping it's something that's eventually going to end up in the Guggenheim Museum for a lot of the young guys who just don't care about nonsense like that. I've never actually been to the Guggenheim. I have been to the Met several times, though. Anyhow, James, hey, stop retracting messages. What the frick, man? I want to read the crazy stuff that you write. All right, Joe Fisher. Just they were talking to Booger for Revenge of the Nerds. He's going to be... What? He's going to be the Joker for a bunch of commercials on Star? Oh, for OnStar. OnStar is isn't OnStar like, you get into a car accident? OnStar, help! I broke my legs. I've fallen. I can't get up. Isn't that OnStar? I don't know what I don't know that stuff. I'm sorry, and I don't subscribe to cable TV, so I don't know what they do. I'm sorry. Please don't be angry at me. Okay, let me find the top of this. Oh my God, Sean, calm down, dude. Okay, yeah. So we got the Spider Force stuff, and yeah, for those of you who didn't see the Spider Force, I'm already showing the Eye of Agamotto on there. That's not cool. Anyway, yeah. So Kane, Red Black Kane, the Scarlet Spider, is going to be leading this team, which is going to be featuring that looks like Luke Cage's daughter, Luke Cage and Jessica Jones's daughter. What do you call it? Danny. Spider-Woman is going to be there. I don't know who this guy is, but it kind of looks like, who's that one kid? You know what? I don't even know. And who's that back there? Is that J. Jonah Jameson's son? I don't even freaking know. Oh, maybe that's Flash Thompson. Could that be Flash Thompson? This guy right here. Could that be Flash Thompson back from the dead? Because heck yeah. Heck yeah. And this other guy, I can't remember his name, but he was just recently in the comics. So we got a Punisher version of Batman here with guns like crazy. I don't know what to say about that. What is this? Susan Lucci was not married. Animated TV shows get canceled because of toy sales. Maybe. Excuse me. High five, Sue-Ann. Marvel Knights will get a one-shot. Yeah, I'm kind of upset that's only a one-shot. Oh, for crying out loud, I got the hiccups right now. I'm at the bottom. Awesome. That's Spider Astro and Spider Kid. They're new. Oh, okay. Fine. Fine. Ruin all my hopes and aspirations and dreams of grandeur. Batman Who Laughs sidekick is pretty much Punisher Batman. Okay, so it's Batman Who Laughs. Spider Girls, 1 of 3. That looks fun. Wasn't it just a 3-issue limited series that the original Spider Girl? Was there any news on the Batman? I don't think there was any news on the Batman. It sounded like a new line. What is this? Haha, excited for Spider-Geddon. It will be the first event I pick up with tie-ins since Secret Empire. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the Spider tie-ins, but it is what it is. Oh, Justice League Dark. Yeah, you know what? I was excited for Justice League Dark until I realized that Detective Chimp was going to be in it. I'm not a huge fan of Detective Chimp. Oh, crap. Okay, guys, really important news right here. Bang. September 15th, Batman Day. They will probably have a free comic book for you at the comic book stores and at bookstores. Professor Bill, I heard somewhere, What Ifs will be returning in October. Joe Fisher, I can confirm that What Ifs are in fact returning to, so a whole bunch of one-shots. Hopefully it's going to be an actual line. I'm hoping it's going to be an actual line. But, like a permanent long-running title, but that is awesome, right? I love the What Ifs. We were actually talking about that on the Facebook group, the Comic Book University Facebook group. Can't type for crap today. No worries, Jeffrey. Red Black Kane. You expect Flash to stay dead? Whoa now. Flash died? Ghost Skittle. Animated superhero shows get canceled because of toy sales. Oh my God, stop saying that. I heard you. I read it. Sue-Ann McGinnis. See, that's the thing, though. They can keep on making new toys. So, and all you do is you tell the people who are making the animated movie or the animated shows, hey, man, I need you to, what do you call it? Give them a new costume or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or make a new toy line with different weapons or different poses or different whatever, different packs. Toys are always there, man. Sean Sajrai is making fun, insulting me for not liking Detective Chimp. Where's my Superman Day? Make this a thing, Bill. We should make there a Superman Day. There should be a Superman Day. I believe August 15th is actually Comic Book University Day. I think that was the day 2 years ago that I actually started Comic Book University. August 15th, the Ides of August of 2016. So, let's see. I want Justice League Unlimited to come back like Young Justice. Bill, there's 2 pictures above the Spider Force pic. Dude, you memorized all this stuff? Where's the Spider Force pic? Oh, crap. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, so the Batman Who Lives. This one's like moving or something? That's weird. Marvel Knights Returns. Awesome. Okay, so can't do everything. Best New Series. Okay, so Black Bolt won for Best New Series. Yeah. Awesome. It should have won for more than that. Should have won for a lot more than that. Wakanda Forever, X-Men. So it's Scotty Young. Oh, yeah, here's something interesting. So Miracle Man, what's going on? I'm thrilled that all the barriers that were keeping Mark and me from working on Miracle Man have been cleared. That's not Mr. Miracle, by the way. That's Miracle Man. There will be a Miracle Man explained in a minute soon. I promise you that. So I'm incredibly excited to be back to work with Neil. Neil Fingers on keyboard with Neil. Yeah, it should be Neil Gaiman if I remember correctly. Fingers on keyboards are going to be tippity tap. Okay, I don't know what all this crazy stuff is. But anyway, yeah, Miracle Man is going to be returning. That's actually a potentially good thing. He's a pretty interesting character. The Uncanny Kyle Waka. What's up, dude? Welcome to the channel. What else was I thinking before? Oh, did anybody else when you were watching? Sorry, I'm a huge Black Panther fan. So when I was watching the Godzilla trailer, because I saw you guys in the very beginning of this actually jump on. What do you call it? Oh yeah, no. When are we getting back to Sorcerer Supreme, Ghost Skittle? But at the top of the comments here, you guys were talking about the Godzilla trailer was out. I was like, oh, the Godzilla trailer dropped? Wow. So while I was waiting for all my stuff to do what it was doing, I went over and I watched the Godzilla trailer. And did anybody else get the image in their head of Black Panther pulling out a folder that says the Godzilla contingent? The Godzilla contingency plan? Like, I'm just like, dude, T'Challa would have this, man. I'm just saying. T'Challa would totally have this. Tony Stark's answer would be to build a gigantic, like, Red Ronin, you know what I'm saying, to go after him. But T'Challa, he would have something cool and, like, change him into a totally cool, you know, good guy or something like that, who would kill the monsters and then go back to Monster Island, you know? What's this? New Teen Titans base, apparently. Oh, yeah, that's right. They should be getting a new base because they freaking wrecked it. This is just a monster, though. Wait. What's going on? Oh, okay. Here. Okay. Mercy Hall. Okay, so Teen Titans possibly getting a new base. That's interesting. And then this is the Infinity Wars 3 cover. Yeah, okay, so there's a big dragon-headed monster. It says, oh, whoa, hello. Daughters of the Dragon is going to be a new digital comic. Yo, they're not playing around. They're doing a lot of digital comics. And it's not necessarily hurting the comic book stores because it's still going to come into trade. Weapons from Fate. That's funny. What do you think of Iron Fist's martial arts? I loved it, and I'm really worried he will not be using animal styles in Season 2. Kunlun has its own form of the martial arts. And since Kunlun is actually an extraterrestrial city with extraterrestrials there, it's actually an off-world martial art that nobody else on the planet should really know. You know, he is the master of Kunlunian martial arts. So it's very different. I think who was it who wrote that comic where Wolverine just beat Iron Fist barehanded? You know, like he didn't use his claws or anything like that. Like, that was it's like, wow, what a great way to just wreck a character. You know what I'm saying? It's like the only thing he's got is his martial arts. And if Wolverine can just, you know, snack his claws and then one-shot Iron Fist, it's like, well, then what's the purpose of Iron Fist as a character anymore? So I didn't really like that. Here we go. Yep, Chelsea Kane, you're right. Chelsea Kane is going to be doing The Vision. Nice. Nice, I'll read it. I'll see what's up. They're coming out in November. Avengers 699, Cosmic Ghost Rider number 4. Fantastic Four will have every member ever, and that is indeed every member ever. Oh, wait a second. I see Medusa there, and Crystal's probably there too. How did they survive? New Fantastic Four villain. Her name is Griver. Mortal Hulk number 7 versus the Avengers. Oh, hello. Hard to see this one, but it's cool. Al Ewing, nice. Love seeing this. Ta-Nehisi Coates and Linnell Francis Yu, Captain America number 4. These covers, man. Like, I wonder, like, did Alex Ross do all these covers? Because they're just gorgeous, man. Jessica Jones digital comic was phenomenal. Hey, Jesse Johnson, how you doing? Yeah, it actually really was. It was a surprise for me too. I didn't expect it, and I just saw when I'm looking through my Comixology. Because I'm subscribed to them. So all of a sudden, recommended. Boom. I was like, what's this? So I read it, and I'm like, oh my God, it's double length. And it was really awesome. So that was a great addition. And Mr. Miracle issue number 11. Oh my God, you're killing me. You're killing me. If you guys are reading this comic book, which is just one of the best comic books in the history of creation right now, Darkseid holding Mr. Miracle and Big Barda's daughter. Oh my God, you're killing me. Killing me. So, and that's it there. So, yeah, man. This is effing awesome, dude. Effing awesome. Like, next year is going to be such a year. Like, just before we even get there, we've got some crazy comic books coming out by the end of this year. And then next year we got movies. Like, just nobody's business, dude. Will I read Thor number 5? Why? What's going to happen in Thor number 5, Ghost Skittle? Daughter, I thought it was a boy. Oh, wait, yeah, right, it was a boy. You're right, Sean. Jacob. His name is Jacob, like Jacob's Ladder. You're right, my bad. It looked like a girl. Looked like a girl in that picture. I'm not opening that back up again. Anyway, Dick Fillmore, my 616 rewrite has 22-year-old Shang-Chi teaching Logan from in 1919 and Iron Fist in the 70s. That would be cool. That would be cool. Dude, I've got to see this rewrite that you're talking about, man. Suan, Darkseid is a baller villain. He really is. He really is. See, the best thing about Darkseid has to be him never actually engaging. Thanos can engage with people, you know what I'm saying? Because he does have that kind of power. Darkseid has to be that guy that if you touch him, you get the Omega effect on you immediately. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. He has to be the guy that there's always that threat. But like when you have Superman just beat him up like he's Mongol or something like that, it takes away from the enigma that is Darkseid, you know? Thanos, if you beat up Thanos is the guy who'll be like, come on, I want to fight you. Darkseid is the guy who always stands like, I have no interest in fighting you. You're a peon. I have parademons for you. You know what I'm saying? The femme fatals. You know, like, I don't need to actually get my hands dirty with you. So when you beat up Thanos, it's like, you started it. But when you beat up Darkseid, it's like that really takes away from his aura, as far as I'm concerned. That's a weird thing. Jesse Johnson just subscribed to Comixology last night, and I'm obsessed. Yeah, there's a lot in there. There's so much in there. It's cool. And on the desktop, it's not bad reading some of those comics. You know what I'm saying? Dick Fillmore, what the F what? What? Do I think Ironheart movie is happening? You have no idea. If that happens someplace in Toronto, I'll tell you right now, I will actually, or if it happens in Toronto, I'll drive out there. If it happens someplace else in Canada, I promise you, I will fly out there and I will do everything in possibility in order to actually get a walk-on role. So here you go. We're going to pay you $75 for the role. No. Keep it. I just want to be able to walk on. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, I would love to be able to do something like, I would love to have a walk-on just passing by. I don't need a speaking role, just something I would love to be. Wow, a Riri Williams movie would be actually really cool. I would love that. Sounds wacky as hell. What sounds wacky in hell? Dick Fillmore, Thor 5 and 6. What? Who do you prefer, Plastic Man, Elongated Man, or Mr. Fantastic? I'm not the biggest fan of Elongated Man, even though he came first. But Mr. Fantastic and Plastic Man, I love them both for their own reasons. Mr. Fantastic just because he's so smart, but I still have him as a domestic abuser. Like, I know everybody points the finger at Hank Pym, but he hit his wife once. Technically twice, but realistically he only hit his wife once. But everybody latches onto that. But Mr. Fantastic used to smack around Sue Storm also. You know what I'm saying? He would demean her. He would say the worst things imaginable. Like, you go and check out that Kirby and Stan Lee run. Dude, he was a terrible boyfriend, a terrible husband, a terrible everything, man. Hey, yeah, Paula, I'm about to bounce out too because I'm about to eat something, and I've got a comic auction ending in about a half an hour that I want to check up on. So, what do we got here? Shuri may be in maybe MCU version of Riri. Yeah, I hope they don't do that. I know a lot of people are saying that. I'd have rather her have been Riri than Shuri, but since she's already Shuri, she's a perfect Shuri. Let her stay there. Get somebody else for Riri. Yeah, see you later, Sean. And isn't that how she became Malice, Sue Storm? One of the reasons, yeah, was because of her relationship with her husband. Reed was the original Draper from Mad Men. I never watched Mad Men. Another reason for Dick Fillmore to backhand me like he's Mr. Fantastic and I'm Sue Storm. That was supposed to show Reed's struggle. his struggle became her abuse. Sebastian, what's going on, dude? John Barber is the new editor-in-chief of IDW Publishing. He's the one writing Optimus Prime in the Unicron series. What do you think? I read the issue. Red Black Cane is funny. Turning into, thanks kindly for the podcast again, Bell. See you later, Suan. I'm kind of interested, but I think I'm going to wait until they're all out. I don't think I'm going to read all of those Optimus Prime ones. See you later, Joe Fisher, because it just doesn't interest me. I saw the issue 0, the Free Comic Book Day issue, and I didn't like it. So, yeah, I'll read it when it comes out in trade and get the whole story. So this way I don't have to wait for anything. All right, guys, Mr. and Mrs. Incredible. All right, guys, it has been real, it has been fun, and it's also been real fun. So I'm going to jet. Like I said, there's not food waiting for me. I have to go make food because the wife's not here. That's fine. I'm Italian. I'm a good cook. All right, guys, I'll talk to you all later. Hey, Alex Samuel, yep, you are right on the tail end. So I'll see all you guys later. Professor Bell, Comic Book University. Thanks, guys. Class dismissed.